Good afternoon, media. Thank you for joining us for today's Sharks media opportunity. With us today, we have Hollywood Bet Sharks player Trevor Nyakane. The floor is now open for questions. Mike, I see your hand is raised. You may proceed.
Hey, Trevor. How's it? You guys have had a couple of weeks off from playing. How's that been in terms of refreshing mentally and physically? What space are you guys in as you resume playing?
Yeah, of course. I think we needed a bit of a break. The competition is quite long, but it was a well-deserved break. The boys could get away and clear their minds a little bit and get ready, be ready to get back into the swing of things. So we had a couple of days last week where we started training, and I think the guys are in the right mind. And obviously, this week you train like a normal training week to get ready for the game. So I think the guys are in the well rested, in a good space right now.
Thanks. Can I proceed with another question? If no
Good.
one's got their hands up.
Certainly you can, Mark.
Trevor, obviously a big part of the game is going to be up front. We've seen the Bulls really get on top of the Stormers in the set scrums last week. Also, the Lions the week before. This is your department. What do you? Are they that good? I mean, we see Volko scrumming really nicely. Can you tell us about that challenge that awaits at Loftus?
Yeah, definitely. I think they're a very strong outfit in when it comes to scrummaging and forward play. But yeah, so I think basically, yeah, they you can see by the results and the way they've been going on about it for the past couple of weeks, and it's going to be a massive challenge for us up there at Loftus. And I think I obviously played there for a couple of years, and I know that the Bulls pride themselves in the forward dominance and physicality. So it's going to be a massive challenge. And but that's why we play the game, to play against some of the best when it comes to specific things. So the scrum is quite good, the mauling is good, but that's where you need to stand up and show your character. So it's gonna be a tough challenge, but obviously we're putting a few things in place as well, and working very hard. We're not to just go up there and lie down and accept that you're defeated. So we're putting a few things in, and hopefully when comes Saturday we'll be able to execute what we're training.
Thanks.
Vim, you can proceed with your question.
Thanks. I think I'm going to need a video for this one. Trevor, it's the Origins week, and they're making quite a fuss about it. And I'm not sure if a lot of my colleagues know this, but you played under 19 sevens for Ben Forster and for Limpopo back in the day. And can you just maybe talk us? Did the Blitzboks ever come knocking? And maybe the influence of someone like late Andre Hay had on your career.
Oh yeah. In terms of the Blitzville coming to knock, no, not at all. But I think if I stayed the way I was, then maybe I would have gotten a call. But I ate a little bit more and then gymmed a little bit, so I don't think I will go back to that. But yeah, I did play sevens for my school back in Ben Foster, and it was really fun back then. I think just the game got a little bit too fast for me when I was out of school. And yeah, Andre Hey, may his soul rest in peace. He had a massive influence in my life, in my career. He's the one who came to pick me up from Larsko Gravelot, where obviously I was just playing rugby for fun, and he gave me the opportunity to go to a school like Ben Foster, where they really enjoyed rugby and they were proud of it. And from there on, he coached me from under 14 till the first team. So I had a long road with him, and I think it was massive in my life and in my career.
And just the last one from me, looking at the Bulls. Obviously, you played a big stretch of your career at the Bulls. Does it make it that more personal every time you face them?
You know what? I think is as yeah, I played there for a couple of years, and I really enjoyed my time there. But I think there came a time where I needed to move on. But I think every South African derby is personal. Doesn't matter if I've played there before or haven't. So for me, it's just to get into the right mindset, and the right mindset is always you need to go out there and be physically present and do what you do well. So yes, it is personal, but I'm sure it is personal for them too playing the Sharks, or when they play the Stormers, it's personal. When they play the Lions, I mean, it's a South African derby. I think personally, I think it's always personal when it comes to those games.
So Nikiwe, you can proceed with your question.
How's it, Trevor? How are you doing?
Good and self.
No, very good. You sound like you can't hear me.
Can barely hear. Yes, you were saying?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little better. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Um, just to take you back to this weekend Scrum battle. Um, uh, how much is it harder the fact that you're playing against your Springbok teammates, or is it easier because of what you know, or does the fact that you know what you know, they know about you, sort of count vice versa?
Oh yeah, I mean the guys that are playing currently there at the Bulls are people that I actually played with for quite some time at the Bulls, and obviously we train against each other for years. We know each other, but at the end of the day, is you might know whatever you need to know, but we do different systems at different unions. So I know what's coming, and it's not going to be easy because they are really good at it. So it's all about focusing on our system and what we're trying to achieve. I think the worst thing that people sometimes do is because you know a person, then you go out there and you want to do your own thing because you know. And I mean, a scrum is a 8-man effort that has to go in. So if you try and do something on your own just because you think you know someone, that's where you get punished. So all I do right now is focus on what the Sharks are trying to achieve, how our system works, and try and apply that. So for me, yes, they will know. Obviously, I know most of them. They also know me. But at the end of the day, I feel like for me, it's just to focus on the processes of what we do at the Sharks and what how we want to achieve dominance. So that's how I feel about it.
Thank you. My next question is not to sound ageist, especially when Brock Harris is still out there. Um, your next birthday, you'll be 36, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
How, yeah, how much longer are you sort of keen to carry on? And secondly, you know, how does the body feel?
Oh well, my body depends on. It's a day to day. We take it day by day and see how it goes. But I still feel like I still have something in me. And well, as for now, yeah, I'll be turning 36 this year, and so far I'm still hooked in here and going until I'm 38, and then I will reassess from there on and see if I still feel like I want to continue. But the body is doing quite well actually. I was fortunate enough not to have many injuries through my career. So yeah, I'm still holding on, and I'm still enjoying the game. And I think as long as I'm still enjoying it, then there's no reason to give it up just like that. So I'm still enjoying my rugby. Body still feels good. I'm still keeping up with the young boys. So in that regards, I will have to check out when I'm 38 and see if I'm still in it for the long run.
I was going to ask what your explanation is for, you know, why your career has been so long already. And the second part of that question is probably how much do you feel being able to play both sides of the front row has helped sort of elongate your career?
Yeah, obviously, the other part is obviously I've been injured quite a lot. I think if I talk surgeries, I probably only had two, and one was like a simple scope, one was my thumb. Besides that, I've been actually obviously you get little niggles here and there and all those things, but I haven't had like injuries that keep me out for very long. So in that regard, yeah, I think my body is still well. And yeah, playing both sides is obviously has advantages and there's pros and cons. But for me, I've always had the mindset of if I can do it and the team needs me, there's no reason why I can't. Obviously, I started always as Lou said and had to learn the craft on tight head, and I had to convince. I told myself like if they think you can play there, just apply yourself and let's see how it goes. And then I managed to be able to play both sides, which is not a very easy thing to do, but I think it's if you look, you can no matter what way you look at it. To me, I think it's an advantage that you can have when it comes to team selections and things like that.
All right, thank you.
Nicholas, you can proceed with your question.
Good afternoon, Trevor. You've played for the Sharks, the Bulls, the Cheetahs, Rossing. You've played for the Springboks extensively. You've been all around the world. I was wondering if you maybe have a favorite team or favorite opponents, anything that comes to mind.
Favorite team,
Opponents.
favorite opponent.
Yeah, maybe let's say opponents.
Nah, I don't really have a favorite opponent. When I go onto the field, is try to smash whoever it is that I'm playing against. So, yeah, back in the day, you would say there were easy games back then, but there's nothing like that these days. So every game is hard, and I think personally, like I say, every game you just want to go out there and beat the team. Doesn't matter who it is. So I wouldn't say I really have like a favorite opponent to play against, because I feel like if you say something like that, it's just say, okay, that's the weak team that I find it easy to play against. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Sim, you can proceed with your final question.
Okay, just looking ahead to this weekend. Obviously, the Sharks have done mostly well when you've got all of your Springboks together. Just looking at the injury list that's been released recently about the guys who are not able to play, how much pressure is on your shoulders, obviously, as one of the Springboks that will be playing? How much pressure does that heap on you?
You know what? I've always said like I think it's the nature of the game. You're not always gonna have everyone ready every time, but we have to learn to adapt. Of special some guys not being able to play, and it can happen to anyone. So yes, the pressure is always there, but it's always there even if they are here and when they're not here. So for us, it's just to try and get the next person in and work as hard as we can and try to know like produce what the coaches are looking for from us. So it is pressure. It is going to be difficult at Loftus as well. But I think that the boys that have come in, they've really picked up their hands and they're working hard. And it's quite nice to have guys that are very hungry to showcase themselves. So it's an easier group to lead when it's like that. And the boys obviously they're trying to learn. But the progress that they have been making is quite amazing, and the energy that they inject into us, some of the older guys, is really infectious. So it's quite good.
Sorry, I know that was the last one was supposed to be the last one. This is the last one. For someone who's achieved as much as you have, what more are you still looking to achieve in the game?
What more am I?
Still looking to achieve in the game.
Think as a competitive sportsman and someone who enjoys, I enjoy a victory a lot. At this point in time, is taking it step by step and really whichever competition we play in, I won't lie, I want to win it, and it doesn't matter. I don't count the trophies that I've won, but I'm just looking into the next one, and I wanna keep doing my best and being relevant and make sure that I put the team that I play in a better place to be able to achieve those goals. And I think as a union, we want to, obviously the URC, we want to win. The other trophies we fell out, but even if we come back to Currie Cup, we still want to win it. And I think that just brings the camaraderie around the boys and the joy, and it makes it fun for you to know that the hard work you put in, at the end of the day, you get rewarded for it.
Thank you.
Media, is there any final questions? Media, thank you so much for joining us today. That concludes today's media opportunity. Thank you and good afternoon.